Ladies and gentlemen, we back. It's been a while since we had the little clap clap. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Arguably one of the toughest, scariest fight cards Die Hard has been a part of so far.
And this has potential to be the greatest UFC card in Die Hard history.
Yeah.
And a lot of swing fights, a lot of room for opportunity to win or lose this week.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good going into this week, but I can give props where props is due. I'm going into this card against the most dominant UFC Die Hard champion in Die Hard history. How does that feel?
Man, it feels good, man.
I mean, you had a 50% chance at being it, but it wasn't me, it was you.
Yeah. 4 months now. Feels pretty good. Trying to go on to the 5th. Broke my past record at 3. Now I'm up 4, like I said. And I'm actually undefeated in all of my main events.
Yeah?
Since Sean O'Malley. Since I've written in this book, Cam.
Yeah, oh, it's the book. You a little superstitious?
Yep, a little superstitious. Since I've written in this book, I've been undefeated in my main events. At least the main events.
You went Tom, I went Sergey. But that was such a mistake by me because I just really wanted Sergey to win.
Porier.
I gotta get out. I gotta stop doing that shit. You went to Porier, you went O'Malley, I went Aljo. Aljo, you dumbass.
Who else has there been? Islam.
I don't know if you went Sean Strickland.
No, okay. I went Izzy. I was going to go I said Sean Strickland would do such and such, and then he actually went and did it, which shocked the shit out of me. But I actually did go Izzy. But I still won that fight.
Looking back at that Sean Strickland and Izzy fight, I think it's just something that's just one of those matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those matchups. Because I feel like there's a lot of middleweights that I don't want to say is worse than Izzy. Fuck it, worse than Izzy. That Izzy would probably
dog walk
or just make it look easy. But sometimes you get those matchups, bro, where it's like Conor versus Nate.
Yep.
No way Nate should be able to compete with Conor McGregor.
Just outclasses him in the skills that he needs.
But it's just he competes. It's just those matchups. I'm trying to think of another example. There's just certain matchups where it's like you don't really think they should be able to compete with each other, like Strickland and Izzy. I mean, they're not in the same.
I guess you could say Leon
class.
And Kamaru.
I could, but that was just. I mean, I could.
I mean, Leon's beat him multiple times now, so it's kind of different than those two scenarios.
But it's also, we never seen Leon fight anybody like Kamaru or who was as good as Kamaru at the time. We're talking number 1 pound for pound, ladies and gentlemen. And we just didn't see the film out there to really believe that he could go make it look easy, which he did.
The second time, or third?
How many times have they fought?
3. So the third time he made it look easy.
Third time.
Yeah.
But we're rambling. UFC 299 belt is on the line.
Why not waste any time?
Big Goldie. Let's go ahead and go over the rules.
Okay.
Let's go over the rules. We will be predicting all of the main card fights along with the main event of the prelims. The main event of the prelims will only serve as a tiebreaker if there's a tie in the main card. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no tie in the main card, the prelims main event prediction does not matter. But usually the prelim main event is a pretty decent fight. This card is it's a good fight.
Card worthy.
Yeah.
A couple fights off the main card.
It could be its own main event on a UFC fight night.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, way better than Gaziv and Rosa Street. But the rules in these predictions, it goes fighter. Then it goes finish or decision. Finish, how is the finish? Is it a KO or sub? Then if we both pick that, then it will go to round. And if we both pick the same round, then did it happen over 2.5 minutes or before 2.5 minutes? Now, decision's a little bit easier. If we both go decision, well, it's a split or unanimous. If we both pick either split or the unanimous, if we both pick the same, then we're going to give our scorecards. And at that point, if we have the same scorecards, it's a tie. If we have the same throughout any of those scenarios, it's a tie. We throw the fight out. We just watch, have fun with you guys on live, and doesn't have any effect got some things out of the way. Let's get into the fun part. Prelims main event. Jailton Almeida versus Curtis Razor Blaydes. I think this is Almeida's 4th fight at heavyweight. His first win that wasn't in the UFC, that wasn't a decision. I mean, that wasn't a finish, came
last fight.
Derek Lewis. And he's going against Curtis Razor Blaydes, who's coming off of a vicious KO loss to Sergey Pavlovich. In that fight, the fight before that, he fought Tom Aspinall, who had the leg injury in the first round. I don't think he would have made it past Tom, but the world will never know. And Curtis has a TKO win over Tom Aspinall. If Curtis Blaydes strings some wins together, I think we'll see that rematch, kind of how Sean's giving Cheeto a rematch, you know. But that's completely different. I mean, Cheeto caused Sean's injury. Tom just tore his ACL, Rafael Fiziev style. So, Sean.
Somewhere in there.
You see the name. 3, 2, 1. Almeida. I have Jailton Almeida.
I went Almeida finish.
I went
first round.
I went sub.
I went KO TKO. I feel like I don't know. Curtis Blaydes isn't awful on the ground. Obviously, he's a fucking puncher. He's heavyweight. Yeah, but he's not awful on the ground.
And he's pretty much known for his wrestling too.
Yeah.
I went Almeida, first round submission, because Curtis Blaydes, he starts. We know Almeida. If you get out of line with Almeida, for one, I don't think Almeida's gonna throw all he has.
Probably not.
At Derek Lewis. He's not going to have the same output against Derek Lewis as he would a Curtis Blaydes. Just like he wouldn't have the same output against a Sergey Pavlovich or a Francis Ngannou.
You got to remain more safe there.
You see what I'm saying? But with the Curtis Razor Blaydes, Curtis, he takes the first 2-3 minutes, even though he's known as a wrestler, it's like he has to get into the flow. And he will stand and strike with you before he even shoots a takedown for a minute or two. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough time for Almeida to sting you. But I think Almeida stings him, and Curtis panic wrestles, and I think he gets caught in a guillotine or a rear naked choke. I can see the KO. I can see him jump on and finish him with the KO. I think it ultimately starts.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the feet
with Almeida hurting Curtis on the feet.
Yeah, and then it's gonna end on the ground.
And wherever it goes from there is where it goes. But something that I've seen from Jailton is he just likes the submission.
Yeah, he likes it a lot.
So, hey, who knows? But heavyweights, Jailton also, I think Jailton Almeida is going to be... Shape's not going to matter because I have round 1. But I think Jailton Almeida is going to be in better shape than Curtis Blaydes simply because he was a lightweight and he bulked up to heavyweight. So he's not cutting any weight. Curtis Blaydes, I'm pretty sure he's underneath the 266 limit by maybe 5-6 pounds. But he still has to cut some weight because he's not solid. He still has to cut some weight. I don't think Jailton Almeida cuts any weight at all.
Probably not.
I think he comes in around the 230 mark. And that's all muscle. So his punching power can translate from light heavyweight. I don't think he's had one KO in heavyweight. But yeah, Jailton Almeida.
So with our new rule, this moves here, and now I just need a KO, TKO any round, and you just need sub any round?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, clarification, I just need a sub. He just needs a KO. And that will be our tiebreaker if there is a tie. Which I think we might have a chance of having a tie here, Blake. I really do.
When we were off camera, who'd you say I picked for this fight?
Peter Yan.
Alright.
Oh, I'm wrong. Into the next fight. We got Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. Peter Yan 16-5 on a 3-fight losing streak, but let's not put too much emphasis on those 3 fights. If you know, you know. I shouldn't even have to explain it. Against Song Yadong, up and comer who really is an up and comer, been in the UFC for a hot little minute now, and he's finally starting to get his fights against the upper level competition. He has a win over Cheeto, but Cheeto wasn't much respected when he got that win. Peter Yan, we know him for his boxing, his defensive boxing, and he can grapple. He likes to clinch. Song Yadong, rangy, kicks. Good stylistic matchup.
Yep.
Here we can get into the distance before we say something. I'm doing that shit. I'm gonna leak. I'm going to leak.
That's not the right one either.
Oh, tripping.
All right, you ready? Oh, you got it?
Porier.
Decision unanimous 29-28.
Ab decision split.
Okay.
29-28.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a fight. One of those fights where whoever wins the first round wins the fight.
I disagree.
I think it's going to be... A lot of times we watch these fights and we're looking at the second. We're like, okay. We're looking at the second. We're like, okay. I give Peter that round. Third, okay, I give Song that round. I give Song that round. And then me and you look at each other on live. It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to whoever the judges think won that first round, and we'll have our opinions. And I think it'll be close enough where a judge will give Song the first round, but I think Peter's gonna start quicker. Even though I think Peter's gonna start quicker, and I think he's gonna win the first round off pressure. Just staying in your face. Peter's gonna stay in your face, whether you want him to or not. Hit him with punch, he's still gonna stay in your face. And if Song Yadong gets out of line,
He's going to the ground and getting knocked out.
he can get KO'd.
He's getting knocked out.
Peter, I don't think has a lot of KOs on his record, but
He has 7, I think I've looked.
7?
Yeah.
That's actually more than I thought he had. 7. Yeah, just hasn't had one in a while. Then KO'd Jose.
I hate when they do that, bruh. That it doesn't show the win. I think there's another one up there with Uriah Faber. He had a knockout.
He dismantled Uriah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So his KOs aren't against they're against older people.
Yeah.
But we know his boxing. I mean, he had Sean O'Malley hurt at one point in the fight. I think if Song Yadong gets out of line, he can get KO'd. And I also think the same for Peter Yan. I think Peter Yan will have a respect, but still enough confidence in his defensive boxing. I think he's one of the best boxers in the UFC. One of his defensive boxing and head movement and marching forward to where he's gonna just have more output than you and win that way.
I think that'll come in the second and third. I don't think he will in the first round.
I know Song Yadong. I think Song Yadong starts a little. They both aren't the fastest starters, but I think Song Yadong starts a little slower. Wants to find that range. I think it's gonna come down to that first round though.
Fair enough.
I really do. Fun fight.
My hardest pick right here.
So that's 2 fights in. We're different.
Yeah. You said I went
For
Jack here?
Yes. For transparency, if Peter Yan gets KOs or subs Song Yadong, neither of us win that fight.
Yeah, it don't matter.
And at this point, scorecards don't matter either. I just need a split. He needs a unanimous. Now, Gilbert Durinho Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. The old guard versus the new. I think Gilbert Burns coming to this fight at 37 years of age. Jack coming in at 27. Aussie. Jack been in the lab with Volk too. I don't know if you know that. They've been training together. Doesn't really sound that good anymore. But I just want to go back and look. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. This fight. This is one of those fights for me personally where on paper it'll look like whoever can win in their perspective area wins the fight. Like, if Gilbert Burns grapples and successfully grapples, he wins. If Jack Della, strikes more successfully, he wins. But I think we could be surprised here, and we could see Gilbert Burns strike and win striking exchanges. And we could see Jack reverse some takedown positions and win some of the grappling exchanges, or defend enough takedowns where he's winning the grappling exchanges. I think
agree.
it can go either way.
I agree. Gilbert, you cannot sleep on Gilbert striking. Although he's
Right.
a wrestler, you cannot sleep on his striking.
3, 2, 1. Oh, you went Gilbert Burns.
Yeah. Yeah.
You went Gilbert Burns.
Jack hasn't fought enough people for me yet, bro. And I feel like every time I watch Gilbert, besides the fight with Bilal, he's just been so dominant, bro. Like, I don't think the age is getting to him quite yet. So, I got Gilbert. Not fraud checking Jack, because I do think Jack will get somewhere one day. But I just don't think he's fought enough people yet, dude.
And also, I feel like fraud checking gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you lose to Gilbert Burns, bro, it's Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
How am I a fraud for losing to Gilbert Burns?
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 ranked in the world, has wins over a lot of great people, and has only lost to Kamaru Usman and Khamzat Chimaev
Which was very fucking close.
and Bilal Muhammad when he broke his hand in the
Yeah.
first minute.
If it was just his hand, I thought he broke way more. I thought he was fucked. Like, that
So-
was coming off of, what, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, and it was a short notice fight
Yeah,
where
he
he
fought-
stepped in for, I forgot who.
I don't know, but he fought 3 fights in the matter of how many months?
Did he step in for
It was his fight against, after Jorge.
Yeah, he stepped in for somebody. I don't remember who he stepped in.
I couldn't tell you. I just know he had
But-
3 fights in a matter of so many months. It was ridiculous.
I want Jack Della Maddalena here because I think he wins the first round.
Hmm?
And another fight where I think whoever wins the first round wins the fight. I think he wins the first round. And he forces Gilbert Burns to have to win 2 rounds in a row. I think Jack early will be able to stuff takedowns, land his kicks, land his punches. Going into that second round, I think it'll be close.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be close. And in the third round, if it's close, and it's close enough to where Gilbert could potentially be down 2 rounds, I think we see him unleash. And I think we see him throw everything but the kitchen sink at Jack. I think this fight takes place on the feet. In a few clinching exchanges, but I think Jack's going to be able to get off of the clinch, keep his back off of the cage. Personally, I think Jack is going to be able to take the center of the octagon. Gilbert Burns, I noticed his grappling really works whenever he's pressuring you.
Yeah.
But if you have Gilbert Burns on the back foot, he's going to strike with you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think Gilbert Burns is very hittable. And if he gets out of line,
He can get caught. And Jack is the person to do it.
if he gets out of line, he can get KO'd. We saw Jack hit Kevin Holland with some nasty shots and really showcased how really good he is on the feet against Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland just doesn't get KO'd. It is what it is. Gilbert Burns gets hurt in majority of his fights, unless he can just take you down to the ground and just dominate you like you're Neil Magny or Jorge Masvidal.
You went unanimous or split?
I went unanimous,
I went split.
but
But I went Gilbert, so.
In this situation, I just need Jack to win. I think Gilbert to win. Also, in this fight, I think Jack has more. I'm not gonna say more ways to win. Jack can get a submission, but I don't think he's gonna submit Gilbert.
Me neither. I think if anything, it'll have to be on the feet.
Yeah, I think Jack can get the KO.
I think Gilbert has.
I think
potential.
Gilbert has the power. Yes. I'm just looking for the counter hooks.
Mm-hmm.
The check hooks from Jack, because
He
when
can definitely
Gilbert
go out there and get knocked out.
Because when
especially third round.
Gilbert throws his hands, his chin's open, he's
Yeah.
hittable, not a lot of head movement. He eats a lot of jabs. It's going to be interesting to see if Gilbert can wrestle. And not just jiu-jitsu, I mean wrestle. Like, wrestle, clinch.
Keep him on the
drag
ground.
him some
actually be able
takedowns.
to get punches in on the
So
ground.
I think
shit like that.
fairly early in the fight is when Jack is going to be not his most dangerous, but where Gilbert could really get behind, and Jack could accumulate some damage early if he chose to. Also, kicking Gilbert Burns' base, slowing down the movement. I think it's a decent stylistic matchup for Jack and Gilbert. It's just whoever can insert their game plans better and win. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
It's very good. Fight of night potential.
Yes. Fight of night potential. Yeah. I was just about to say that. Literally about to say that. I think this is the second likely fight to win fight of the night.
Kevin Holland's
The
first.
second most likely. I think Dustin Poirier.
Really?
It'd be wild.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's first.
You don't think Kevin Holland's up there neither, though?
I think it is. I think we might see more than one fight a night bonus. No, you can only give one fight a night bonus. It's gonna be hard.
Oh, I thought Dana's done like multiple.
I think he's done multiple performance of the nights and KO of the nights.
Yeah.
Fight of the night. Nah, okay. This is third. I think Kevin Holland and Michael Venom Page is second for fight of the night, just because it's gonna be wild. But I think as far as mixed martial arts, fight of the night,
this is definitely probably number one.
I still think DP.
Really?
And Benoit.
I like it, but I think this is fucking nuts. This is the hardest, dude.
Besides the fight against Justin Gaethje 2, I don't think DP has been in a fight where it hasn't been fight of the night. I don't think he won fight of the night against Michael Chandler. I think he got a finish bonus. And I don't think he won fight of the night against Michael Chandler because of Izzy and Pereira. That was Izzy and Pereira when Pereira came back. And blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be fireworks. You know Benoit's gonna bring it. Benoit's not gonna fuck around. He's gonna start off early with the kicks.
Yep, he's gonna have to with DP. He's gonna have to impose his pressure.
This is scary.
It's only a 3-round, right?
No, bro.
It's a 5.
It's a 5-round fight. It's a 5-round fight, buddy.
All right, that's cool. I'm still cool with it. Very cool with it.
You in DP?
Huh?
You in DP?
Kevin Holland, right?
You in DP? No way you in DP. You in DP?
Kevin Holland, right?
Because you said I'm cool with it.
Kevin Holland, bro.
Unless you're just confident in Bill. Okay, Kevin Holland. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Somewhere.
Kevin Holland. Split decision, 29-28. Yeah. Boys, I don't fucking know. I don't know what we're gonna. I don't know. This is one fight I don't know what we're in for.
What you told me earlier, bro? Kevin Holland just wanna fuck bitches, get money.
He's wanna fuck bitches, get money, and eat steaks.
He ain't trying to get no champ belt. He ain't trying to win every fight. He just want to go out there and put on a fucking show. And Michael Venom Page is
this fight's at 170.
I don't think that shit matters.
I just know Kevin Holland doesn't like fighting at 170. He doesn't like cutting weight. He hates cutting weight, actually. He says he wants to fight at 185 for as many times as he can so he can just eat steaks during training camp.
Yeah.
But Michael Venom Page is 36. I'm not sure how old Kevin Holland is, but I'm pretty sure he's like 30. But a lot of fights, a lot of fights, Kevin Holland's older if you're talking fights. Kevin Holland, he'll fight 4 or 5 times a year.
25-10 on the record, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's 35 fights. So Michael Venom Page is making his UFC debut.
But been around a while.
Yeah. We both talked about this. Kevin Holland can take this fight to the ground.
Yeah.
And probably win this fight. If not get a submission.
But he's not doing that shit.
But he's not going to do that.
He hasn't been doing that shit.
He's not gonna
Especially
do
with
that.
other people that are
He
funky
took
and
Wonder
strike.
Boy down to show him that he could take him down.
Didn't do anything.
And let him back up.
Yeah,
literally got back up.
Broke his fucking hand after. Shocker.
So, but we're not going to get a grappling Kevin Holland.
No.
We're going to get a Kevin Holland who's going to throw his Kung Fu style, crazy, ugly spinning back kicks. And his crazy... Yeah, his just crazy kicks. And we're going to see Michael Venom Page throw his crazy spin kicks and wheel kicks and question mark kicks. Hands are going to be down a lot, though. So I think he will get some punches back at him. I think it's going to be super close. Probably I win split decision. He wins split decision. I just got to go Kevin Holland. Yeah. UFC, under the bright lights. Even though Michael Venom Page is a very, very famous Bellator fighter, this is the UFC. Mm-hmm. You're 36 years old. And let's just be honest. You're 36 making your UFC debut. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
Michael, don't be stunned too much by those lights because Kevin could knock you out.
Yeah, you're here for a good time, not a long time. So, and when I say that, I doubt you have aspirations to be a UFC champion. If you're being honest with yourself. You might. But I can probably say 97% sure you're not going to be a UFC champion.
Not in welter.
And you're deteriorating as we speak. So, yeah.
I'll take Jack against Michael. I'll take Jack against Michael easily.
Yeah. But two tall, lengthy welterweights, fireworks. This will probably be fight of the night. I don't know, though. I don't know, bro. DP just puts on.
Just because he doesn't give a fuck, bro. That's the only reason he can even be in the talks for fight of the night. Kevin just doesn't give a fuck. Let me just go out there and swing at him.
Now, this is the fight where we're probably going to have our longest conversation on.
Potentially. Yeah.
And I'm just going to be so excited to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Diamond.
El Diamante. Dustin the Diamond Porier versus Benoit Saint Denis. War.
Yep.
Porier.
Isn't that his nickname, God of War?
God of War. Porier, bring your red war hat. Benoit, say go bring your war. War.
5 round. I did not know that. I don't really give a fuck. I just didn't know that. That's going to make this fight even better.
One thing that I don't, that if I'm in Benoit's camp, it was Dustin Poirier got offered the fight.
Mm-hmm.
3-round fight against Benoit Saint Denis.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Poirier asked for it to be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Benoit accepted.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in Benoit's camp, I don't accept that. I don't accept that for the simple reason that my guy's one of the fastest starters in the UFC and could probably win round 1 and then force Poirier to win 2 in a row, which would be extremely tough. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen Benoit gas out too. By 3rd round, he's gas. If I'm in his camp, I don't know if I accept that. But also, if I'm in his camp, I'm confident enough that he could finish anybody.
Yeah. So
I'm not worried.
Keep the pressure on
especially when Dustin Poirier coming off of a head kick loss, and Benoit his favorite attacks are the kicks. Body kicks, high kicks, low kicks, just winging kicks. Not even setting up, just kicks. Which will do a good job on forcing Dustin Poirier to stay on the outside, which is good. Mm-hmm. You don't want Poirier to really be on the inside. That's his bread and butter. Rolling punches, shelling. Let's make our predictions. I'm sorry I had to do this. 3, 2, 1. El Diamante.
Saint Denis. Finished 3rd round.
I went Dustin Poirier to KO Benoit in the 3rd round.
That's what I did too, KO.
I think Benoit gets KO'd. Why do I think Benoit gets KO'd? Well, Benoit, I don't know. It's a 5-round fight. Mm-hmm. First of all, we've never seen Benoit in a 5-round fight. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's a 5-round fight. Poirier's meant for 5 rounds. Mm-hmm. Just is what it is. It's not meant for 3. It's meant for 5. Which is why in almost all of his last fights have been 5-round fights. Except for Michael Chandler. Now, my heartbeat just talking about this. Now, Dustin Poirier, whole lot of experience. Yep. I mean, do I have to name Max Holloway twice? 2 wins over Max Holloway. Only man to submit Max Holloway. Fought Conor 3 times. Fought Prime Eddie Alvarez twice. I'm missing some people. I fought Justin Gaethje twice. I want a KO win over Justin Gaethje, and he has a KO win over me, right? I fought Michael Chandler. I fought Khabib. I fought Charles Oliveira. I fought so many different people to where I've seen every single attack that could possibly come my way. And with experience, I really love experience to take over, especially with 5 rounds. Now, Poirier is coming off of a finish, right? And he's a guy where at one point I didn't think he was finishable. Mm-hmm. To where I would see him hurt, obviously, so he's finishable. But he would just find a way to just stay in it, right? Then the head kick. Oh, is there a head kick curse? I've still seen head kick curse. Kamal Usman. Mm-hmm. Head kick. Mm-hmm. Hasn't won a fight. Mm-hmm. Alexander Volkanovski. Head kick. Mm-hmm. Hasn't won a fight. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to talk about 35 curse because I think it's bullshit. But
oh, damn.
I think it's bullshit because Poirier doesn't fight more than twice a year.
Right.
and he takes. He's not gonna fight if he's not healthy. That's one thing. I mean, you can call him a coward for it. You can call him. He's not a guy who's gonna. Actually wanted to step in on short notice for Islam, but he was already in camp and shape. But I'm ranting. This is a fight where I think experience could take over, as long as he doesn't get finished, right? I mean, I don't think if it's a head kick. Not trying to take discredit Justin Gaethje because great head kick. Dustin even got his hand up. He anticipated it coming, but it just wrapped perfectly. And whenever you just land a perfect head kick,
you can do about
a perfect head kick, not a head kick that hits you and then it's, I mean a perfect head kick, perfect placement, foot wraps around, you're out.
There's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it. You could be the best fighter in the world. I mean, who would you say is number one pound? Islam. If Islam came out here and took a head kick from Charles Oliveira and dropped, I mean, it's crazy. Charles Oliveira hit, but at the same time, it's a perfect head kick.
Yeah.
And some head kicks, I do honestly feel, are undefendable. I feel like, because we saw Porier get his hand up.
Yeah, all you can do is shell so much.
But if it wraps, it wraps. And at some point, if you're close enough, I feel like the only way to dodge the perfect head kick is if you're not close enough. If you're back. If you're in range
of it. You fucking slip it.
Yeah. Or you do some Izzy shit. But everybody don't got the body frame for that. Everybody don't have what, you know what I'm saying? And Porier, he likes to shell. He likes to. So he got a hand up. So he was anticipating the head kick coming. It just wrapped perfect. Not trying to make excuses. You got head kick finished. You got KO'd. Bad. It was a bad KO. I mean,
whiplash.
I haven't seen Dustin Porier been KO'd that bad since Michael Johnson, which is bad. You got KO'd by Michael Johnson, who was a beast back in the day. So don't come for me casual. And Conor McGregor, that one was worse than Conor McGregor. That one was way worse. That's probably the worst.
Really KO.
That's probably the worst KO that he's ever taken in his career. But
agreeable.
I think he has enough experience, enough fights under his belt to where it won't throw him off. But then again, we've seen so many different fighters after being KO'd, they're gun shy. Because you don't want to be KO'd again. Kamaru Usman in his rematch in the third fight against Leon Edwards was gun shy.
Yep. And Denise is probably a person to be gun shy with. He's fucking strong.
Especially when Denise is going to get in your face and pressure you.
Yep.
But I think Dustin Porier weathers the first round storm. I do. I think Benoit will try to grapple, and I'm not sure where it goes from the grappling. I don't look at Benoit and think of him as a Khabib.
I wouldn't put him on the Khabib.
Or a Charles. But I think he's a really good wrestler, and he has really good subs. And we've seen Dustin Porier. It's all about if Porier respects his grappling on the level of those guys. We've seen Charles Oliveira take Porier down, and Porier just close full guard and lay there he'll sacrifice a round. Especially if he knows he has 5. He'll sacrifice a whole round on his back if he doesn't get subbed, which could get him in trouble. But I'm saying this to say, I think Benoit comes out, really tries to make a statement. And he comes out. I think this is another reason why Porier picked. I'm rambling, but stay with me. I think this is another reason why Porier won in 5 rounds. He comes out, makes a statement, takes the first round by storm. And it's a lot of output. He has Porier against the fence. Poirier's trying to shell. He's trying to throw check counters. Which I think some of those checks will land. Because when Benoit unloads, he gets clipped a lot. And we saw him fight Thiago Moises. Thiago was landing a lot of hooks on Benoit St. Denis. But he doesn't have the power as Dustin Porier. That's one thing I can't say. I think if Benoit fought that kind of style against Thiago, he'll be asleep. That's truly how I feel. And we should rewatch that fight because Thiago was actually landing, but pillow hands. But I think he throws the kitchen sink. First round, takes a statement. Second round, same game plan. I think by the third, I think he's gassing. I think he's gassing, and Poirier's just starting to.
I don't think Benoit wins if he doesn't get DP out by round 3.
I think Poirier in round 3 is just starting to get into the fight. I think he's just starting to. Well, he got the buzz, but I think he's just starting to bounce, and he's just starting to really shell, and he's just starting to feel himself. Now he's in the fight, third round. He's woken up, probably tasted his own blood, He's looking at Benoit. It's war. And I think I think it starts like this. This is Benoit, this is Porier. That's first round. That's second round. I think third round. Then if it goes to a fourth, and if it goes to a fifth. I think Benoit gassed himself out trying to chase the finish, and that's just the type of fighter he is. And he will live and die about it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. He doesn't want a decision.
No.
He wants a body.
That's why I think he'll get Dustin.
He wants a body. But I think if Benoit allows this fight to make it to the third round,
Probably a wrap.
I think he's in trouble.
Yeah.
And also, I think if he gets out of line, I keep saying that for a lot of these fights. If he gets out of line and he's just, because Benoit, but he's probably smart enough. I want to feel like he's smart enough to know he can't just rush in at Porier like this.
Because he'll get clips. I mean, that's what.
But he's the god of war, and he's coming.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about none of that shit.
So
you come in, I'm gonna let you talk. But if he comes in like this, and he's close, and he's not using his kicks to manage the range, and he's close, Porier's gonna land those check left hooks and check right hooks. And if he gets out of line, Porier put him down. The floor is yours.
See, Benoit, like, that is his thing to start the fight off. He's going to pressure the shit out of you with kicks and just set punches up with those kicks. He's going to pressure Dustin on the outside of the octagon.
It's gonna be interesting if the fight goes to the ground too.
Yep. So that gets to my next point. Since Dustin's going to be on the cage, Benoit, every time I've seen him near the cage, he loves to clinch.
He's gonna clinch.
So I don't think he'll have those big hooks, which he may here and there. But if he gets clipped by one, he's gonna clinch. Once he gets clipped, he's probably not going to take much more because Dustin will fucking knock him out. Easy.
Then Dustin Poirier has been boxing for so long.
Yeah.
To where if he does, he can land it short too. So if he lands it short and he feels something, he can move like...
Yeah.
Bro, Dustin Poirier probably walks around at 200 pounds.
Probably.
190. Out of training camp. This is a big guy. So it's not going to be just easy to ragdoll Dustin. No. But... Benoit,
he did that shit against Michael.
But I know he can shell, and if he feels like, okay, that was a good one, he can either defensive clinch and not trying to get taken down. There's two Poiriers. The one who's gonna not try do whatever he can to not get taken down. He's not gonna throw anything back, or he'll land his hook and he'll move you off him, and he'll land more hooks, and all of a sudden he'll take the... It's different, bro. It's different because we see Porier. We seen two Poiriers. A Porier that's on the front foot. Thinking about Justin Gaethje. First fight against Justin Gaethje, Porier was on the back foot. Gaethje was marching Poirier down, cold. And Porier KO'd him
on the fucking fence. That's where he does it a lot. Is on the fence because he throws hooks super easy to counter. It's so clean.
And then in the rematch, we seen Justin Gaethje on the back foot.
Yeah.
And Porier had to chase. I don't think you're going to have to chase Benoit. I think Poirier is going to be on the back foot. But if Poirier is not on the back foot, then they're just going to be standing in the middle. Because Benoit's not taking a step back unless he's hurt.
No, he's not going to the fence. He's not taking a step back. He'd rather take you down than go back to the fence.
He'll rather... before he takes a back step, he'll rather eat one of your hooks. Because that means he might get the land one himself. That's the kind of mindset he has. And I love it. I love that. I love those kind of fighters. 5 rounds, Dustin Poirier. Now, Benoit can come out here, take this first round, land his kicks, not let Dustin Poirier find his range for the first round, not unleash, and save his gas tank because he know he has 5 rounds. If he does
that, bro, it's going to be a fucking problem in this fight, bro.
It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. And with Dustin Poirier being plus money, I am putting him on a parlay. It's plus money. Makes it even better.
That shit will not be going on my parlay.
But, man. We're going to see what Benoit's made of. Another thing, Dustin Poirier has never lost 2 fights in a row. I look at this fight, even though Porier isn't Gaethje. Porier isn't the same fighter as Gaethje. And Benoit Saint Denis isn't the same fight as Rafael Fiziev. I look at this like that fight where... excuse me, young up and comer, trying to take the established, seasoned veteran spot, and it's a good fight, but the veteran just does enough each round to get the win. And I think we can both almost agree if Fiziev and Gaethje was a 5-round fight, Fiziev probably gets KO'd.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, we can fight.
Fiziev tries to keep the pressure on too much, and Gaethje's not going to be doing that shit like that, bro. He's going to swing that shit and hit you.
It's going to be a good fight, bro. Like, I'm just so excited, bro. Like, win or lose, it's going to be a good one. But it took a lot of nuts for me to pick Dustin Poirier here. And I feel like I didn't pick this off of once.
Really?
But at the same time, I might have. Because, I don't know, bro. It's just, when I look at Benoit's catalog, and I make this mistake a lot. I can be honest, I make this mistake a lot. I did this for Sean O'Malley. Looked at his catalog. His shit ain't like Peter Yan's. His shit ain't like Aljo's. And, well, and then I looked at Leon's catalog. Lost to Kamaru a long ass time ago. I poked Bilal, no contest. Beat Nate Diaz. His shit ain't like Kamaru Usman. See what I'm saying? I make that mistake a lot. And I could be making it right now. But when I look at Matt Favola, and I look at Thiago Moises, those guys can't even lace Dustin's shoes. So it's going to be his biggest test in his career. And it's going to be a real good test to see where is he. And if he wins...
Again, not a fraud check moment.
Yeah, if he wins this fight, my stock in Benoit is already pretty high, but it goes higher to where I think he
Through the roof?
I think he'll be a champion.
My stock's already damn near there, but
I think his biggest competition to be champion is I don't know if he beats Islam. He can rush Islam and catch Islam, which is damn near how you have to beat Islam. It's gonna be Islam, Arman Sarukian. It's gonna be his biggest challenges. I don't know how much longer Charles Oliveira has. I can be honest about that. And even if he fights for a while longer, I don't know how much he truly has, if you catch what I'm saying. So, yeah, he'll be up there. He'll be up there.
dude, it's hot as a bitch, bruh. Fuck.
On to the main event. We have Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Marrero 2. I mean, Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera.
That was a good ass analogy, bruh. That was good as a bitch. Pink trunks. Pink trunks are now in the UFC.
Let's give our predictions.
It makes me so happy. Yes! Yes, bruh.
Almost wrote 48-47.
Oh, we went the same shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
I almost wrote 48-47. We both went unanimous decision 49-46. I almost wrote 48-47.
I did not know. I did not. I really just...
Which makes me think that we both have the same thing. We both think the same thing for this fight.
Alright, let me hear it.
That we'll get to in a moment. But looking back, what's going to decide this card is Peter Yan, Jack,
and
Porier.
And that's alright.
And potentially the tiebreaker. There's a chance for the kid.
Sean O'Malley. I personally think they're both not the quickest first round starters, but Sean is definitely the fastest starter. Marlon doesn't do much of shit. Agree?
Rather than just start fighting to round 4.
Yeah, he doesn't start round exactly. Sean.
Not in Pedro though. In his Pedro fight, he did up the output.
Yeah.
So we can see he's making changes and he's realizing, and he could damn near come out here, change the output.
Yeah. It'll be a problem for Sean. It'll be a problem for Sean.
We have to be both with the same.
But Sean, he constantly puts out high output, like especially come round 3, 4.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say round 1 and 2. He's just always putting high output, but 3 and 4, like the later rounds, I'm saying he's not gonna get tired.
Especially if you're hittable.
Yeah, he's not gonna be the
I
guy
don't think
to
Sean's
just sit there and get tired.
I don't think Sean's gonna gas. Because we've seen him throw the most strikes in bantamweight history in the 3-round fight. Bro, he threw like 3-4 in the strikes. against Chris Martinez, who isn't in the UFC
some
anymore,
guy.
but that's still our punches. You know, so yeah, keep going.
1, 2, and 3 are damn near guaranteed Sean O'Malley. Now, if you can put out just enough in 4 against Marlon Vera, who doesn't heat up till 4, yeah, that's 49-46 like we wrote on our scorecard, and then Marlon will probably take the last round. That's really it. That's it, bro.
Like I said, I think this fight's gonna disappoint a lot of people, and a lot of people are gonna get turned off of Sean O'Malley after this fight. I really do. I think I dead ass think this is gonna be Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Morero. I genuinely think this is gonna be Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Morero.
That boring though?
Yes. I'm so serious.
Damn.
And I think it's gonna be for the first round or 2. Sean probably knows I can win these rounds off leg kicks.
Yeah, do nothing.
And thanks.
Marlon's gonna walk forward. Let me just kick him, jab, jab.
And lateral movement.
And that's it.
You know, it Sean like the kick. Like the double fainting.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be eye candy for the judges. But one thing about Marlon, if you can move well, he struggles to catch up with you. His feet aren't fast. And if you can move,
Sean does move back and forth.
If you can move laterally and move, like we saw against Corey Sandhagen, I don't think Sean O'Malley's going to implement takedowns like Corey Sandhagen, which we could be surprised he could, because Sean O'Malley has been getting rapidly better at in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. But, like Corey Sandhagen, he moved a lot. Cheeto couldn't keep up. He couldn't really. Cheeto likes to set his feet and throw. But when you constantly moving, I can't set my feet and throw because you moving and because when everything Cheeto throws is powerful. And for him to get that power, he's not going to throw just a snap jab so you can feel it. I'm going to throw a power jab. And for that, I need to set my feet. I don't think Sean O'Malley's going to allow him to set his feet. And when he does set his feet, here comes the leg kick. That's going to slow you down even more. I think Sean O'Malley's going to land about 40 leg kicks. Few jabs. Few right hands. Few knees. Throw a couple spinning attacks. Late in the fight when you got it wrapped up already. I think Cheeto's gonna just walk and get hit, walk and get hit for about 3 rounds. Round 4, Marlon to pick it up.
Yeah.
Not enough, cause Sean's still gonna be moving. Then by round 5, Sean might be like, okay, I just don't need to get finished, and then.
It's already too late, bud.
One thing I want to say about Cheeto.
That's a scary ass motherfucker. 1-on.
He has the potential. He has had the potential to fight. The best thing Marlon Vera could do is go to Sao Paulo, Brazil and train at shoebox. Not dick riding. Hear me out. If Cheeto fought the style of fight that Charles Oliveira fought,
he'd be disgusting.
I don't think he would lose much.
Probably not. Not in that division.
Cheeto,
best chance is Umar.
Cheeto doesn't get hurt. He doesn't get hurt.
The odds of him getting knocked out are low. Although Sean could do it, but it's low.
If Cheeto came out first round, prank kick. Now I'm just in your face.
Yeah, just some crazy shit to keep the output up.
Now I'm in your face. Hook. He should be He should have Conor McGregor starting. Like, he should start like prime Conor McGregor. He should start like these guys. Because he has the durability. Probably has a better chin than both of them. Charles easily. To where Charles does it and he knows if he catches a clean hook, he might go down.
Which he's fine with.
Marlon,
bitch.
You know what I'm saying? So if he fought that style of fight, this dude could be a champion.
Yeah.
But he also, one thing I could be surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised if Sean shot a takedown because Marlon doesn't defend takedowns. He lays on his back.
That would be so fucking funny.
He accepts takedowns.
Big, lengthy Sean O'Malley
and
for a takedown.
And he's so confident in his bottom and his guard, which I don't know why. I mean, you have a couple subs here and there, but you're not throwing crazy elbows from bottom and throwing up triangles, and you really lay on your back when you're on bottom.
Just taking it.
And if he's losing, it's like he gets discouraged.
He doesn't give a fuck. Just gonna take the round off. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just going to lay there and be a bitch.
So Romero versus Izzy.
I don't think it'll be that boring.
It won't be that boring. We'll see more strikes thrown for sure. But I don't think we're gonna see the crazy rocks. A lot of blood. A lot of moments. Sean does have the power to sit Marlon down, but Cheeto's just different, bro. He's a zombie.
It is, bro.
So that's that.
Very interesting fight card. This is going to be great. Come check out the live Saturday at
Probably like 8:30.
8:30. Will we be live for the prelim?
Yeah, main event. That's why I said 8:30.
Okay. Damn, it's gonna be that late of a fucking main card.
Yeah, it's in Miami.
Shit. Like an hour later. Think it's gonna be that much later?
What?
Don't prelims usually start around 4 something? 5 something?
The early prelims started like 5. Prelims started at 7.
Yeah. So yeah, 8. Yeah. Alright. Cool.
See y'all boys later.